Okay, here comes our second car from Copart. A 1997 Mercedes-Benz C280. I hope he didn't puncture the tires or anything. I don't think he did. It looks like they've still got air on them. Okay, there she is, folks. We're going to try to get her out of here. Hope we have no troubles going home with it, but it said mechanical, so we're expecting something. Hopefully everything will be okay. So let's get going. This is the worst part of the body. Right here and right here. Pretty amazing being a 97. Got scratches and rub marks on it, but and then this part of the fender over here, the bumper, got some scratches on it, cracks. $160,000 miles. Okay, I'm gonna cut it off until we get going. Okay, we're filming, folks. Inside, we're going to start it for the first time here. Let's see if she starts. Is it running?
It's on.
Okay. I guess it did start. Clean it off a little bit before we take off. So I'm going to cut out here until we're getting ready to leave. But as you can see on the dashboard, no check engine light, nothing. Got a full tank of gas. Okay, I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, we're getting ready to take off, folks. Let's see how we go here. Turn the heat on here somehow. It's cold in here. Oh well, we'll go without the heat. Not the best today. So far she seems to be running okay. I'm gonna head up here to the gas station and stop, see if I can get this heat going. Otherwise, I want to steam up on the way home, and I don't want that to happen. I know it works, because when we checked it, it was coming on good. shifted okay. Okay, be back in just a second. Okay, we're going again. I got the heat on now. Maybe getting a new car, especially an old one like this, you got to try to figure out how to turn it on. And I can't do it when I'm driving, so we stopped. But it's going okay now. But it said mechanical when we bought it, so I expect something to be wrong with it. So far, nothing. But with our first car we bought, it was the same way. We drove it for a while, and it just seemed like it was just going great, and then we had a little problem where it started shaking real bad. But anyway, this one here is so far so good. Shift smooth. Looking for any lights on the dash. I don't see any other than what those two are. Windshield wipers. I have no idea what the other one is. I'm not going to go too fast, but we're on the highway and she's going good. Got 2,500 RPM, which is about where it should be. We're doing 55, close to 60. I'm watching the temperature gauge. It's up to about where it should be. Hopefully it don't get any hotter. That's what I'm worried about. Maybe this thing overheat. So I'll keep an eye on that. Gauge is up to 80, about 82. So if it is a heat problem, we can get it home okay. Dashboard's in good shape. Carbon fiber everywhere. Works is about to run me out. A little bit ago it was cold, now I'm getting warm. When I looked at the car originally, I was taken by the fact it still had the hood ornament on it up there. Usually that's the first thing everybody steals on these cars, especially Mercedes. They bust off that hood ornament and take them. But it's still there. Might need to have a tire adjustment on it or something, because it's kind of pulling to the left. But it's not pulling hard. You let off the wheel and it starts pulling very gently over. No big deal there. The heat is still showing about 82, 83 degrees, so it's not getting hot. need some windshield wipers. It's only got one wiper, so it's not plural, it's singular. I need a windshield wiper. We're still going. No problems yet, no lights coming on. Temperature gauge has gone up just a slight bit. I'm going to turn that heat off, folks. Oh, automatic, I'm going to cut it off. It'd be nice if they were wrong when it comes to the mechanical part, but when you buy these things, you go in with it expecting something because you can't drive it. All you can do is move it up and back, and that tells you if the transmission engages, but it tells you nothing about the transmission itself. So you kind of, but everybody that buys a car at Copart, and for all you people out there thinking about buying one at Copart, keep that in mind. You're not going to be able to test drive the car. So that's why you get them cheap. They know that people ain't going to pay a lot of money for a car they can't really test thoroughly. We gave this a second look. We looked at it twice. We checked everything we could. The radio don't work. That's the only known problem that we know about. And quite frankly, I can deal with that. Who knows, maybe we can get that working later. I don't even know if you can put an aftermarket radio in it, for the simple reason it controls the antenna and everything else. So if you take that out, maybe everything else will quit working too. So I might have to check that out before I start trying to put another radio in it. But it's a real nice car. It's in good shape so far. We've got no problems. It's driving right along. The tires were good when we looked at them. At least the roads are passable. We was up towards the California border last night, and it was so bad we actually turned around and came back. Couldn't hardly even get through because the snow on the road was so bad. And we're talking about Interstate 80. So when you got an interstate that's really bad, you know the secondary roads are going to be even worse. So it's been like this since Christmas Day, really. We had some snow in the mountains a couple days before Christmas, but since Christmas, it snowed most of the day Christmas, and it's been like this off and on ever since. Okay, looking at that temperature gauge again. She's staying right where she's supposed to. I'm getting no issues with the car moving. I don't feel any knocking or anything like that. It's driving pretty smooth. So I don't want to go too fast, obviously, for the reason I just spoke about with the roads. So we're almost there, and I'm going to cut this off here in a little bit. Once I get close to my destination. This one is give it a thorough check out, and we're going to put it up for sale. This is not one we're planning on keeping for a while, can't do anything until I get the title in my name. Once that happens, then we're going to sell it. Interstate 80 and I gotta get off here, so I'm gonna put you down and so I don't get no accidents. It's got a big wide turn here, so I'll talk to you in a little bit. Scares me. It went too good. It scares me. Okay, we got it here. Still looks like oil there. I might be smelling it. Let's try to start it.
It's like an inline 6.
Yeah. I got the key still hanging in there. Just.
Oh, you want me to start it?
Yeah, start it up. Let's see what it looks like. She made it.
What about mine?
Temperature gauge didn't get any hotter. I was worried about that. No problem. See if we can get it going after we turned it off. At least we got it here. I think it'll start, no problem. And I was right. Sounds pretty good. It's going to be easy to work on. You get right to the coils, right on the top. Spark plugs right there. It's an inline 6. Sounds good. Real good. Get a little bit better look at it with the snow off of it, most of it anyway. Very good shape for a 97. This is the first.
Runs smooth. You can barely hear it.
What's that?
You can barely hear it.
I know. Even when you're right next to the engine, it's so
earlier
quiet.
you were like, is it on? I was like, yeah, you started it.
I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Okay, the interior a little worn, but not bad. Driver's seat cracked. The back of it's good shape. None of the stitches torn apart. Passenger seat, same way. But the dashboard, no problem with the dash. It's cleaned up. I can get in. Back seat worn a little bit.
They have leather reconditioner you can put on that, I believe.
The liner's coming a little bit down, a little bit.
Oh, did you see that? Looks like there's some kind of a medical kit in the middle.
I just looked at that. What is that?
I don't know. Lift that up.
Some kind of compartment, I don't know. The liner over where the sunroof is coming apart. So the interior's fair, not great, but not real bad. There she is, folks.